Welcome to the chat where the deals get done. Real estate tips and a whole lot of fun. Think different, achieve your goals. Real estate simplified, that's how we roll.
Hey, good morning. It's Brandon Rizek and Mike Cruz. Mike Cruz, owner of Reside Realty. Brandon Rizek at Allied Mortgage here with Real Estate Simplified. Got a different one here I would like to talk about today. I'm pretty excited about this, Mike. We want to talk about rates. We want to talk about what's happened. The current Las Vegas market today.
Yes.
In April here, 2026. And I'm looking forward to really just getting back into this and showing everybody where we're at and where our predictions are.
Right.
So nice to see you again, Mike. Thanks.
Great to be here. Our crystal balls are still broken.
I know, but you know, once in a while, it's
we're
nice
going
to
to try
brush
and
it
have
off
some
and
fun
try.
here and see what we got coming down the road.
Let's polish it up, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, It has been. Inventory-wise, what's our market doing? Our inventory is now lower by 4.3% than it was about 6 months ago.
Good.
So everybody was saying the crash is coming. There's no crash coming, guys. I know we talked about that in our last episode a little bit. But inventory is actually down. And the market runs on supply and demand. So there are 10,572 properties on the market as of this morning on the Las Vegas MLS. About 8% of those are actually outside the Las Vegas Valley, so Pahrump, Indian Springs, Boulder City, Mesquite, stuff like that. There's even some as far away as Elko. But,
Wow.
But, so here in the Valley, we're about 9,500 properties on the market. There are 6,900 single-family homes available as of today. 1,177 townhouses, which that number is down 23% from 6 months ago. So if you're looking for a townhouse, the market's a little bit
Tells you
tighter.
what people are buying.
Right. Everybody wants a single-family home. And they're building a lot more townhomes simply because they are more affordable. They're more affordable for the builder to build because they can get more houses per acre, because that's what
More
the builders look at.
100%, right.
And they can sell them for a little lower price, and they sell faster at a lower price, so that's what they're building. Condos were at 1,534. We've been right around that number for basically a year. That market is probably the most stable market. The prices don't really go up much. They don't go down much.
Just a flat
Just
line.
kind of flat.
Okay.
Manufactured homes is just under 300 available, and that's actually down about 10%.
You know, I know nothing about them. I mean, I know about them, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about that market. Is that high? To your knowledge, you may not know. I don't know if you know.
It's down 10%. To me, it's high, but it was higher.
Well, I know a lot of people are actually looking in that market.
Because it's
of
totally
the
affordable.
Affordability.
Right. And my recommendation is, if you are going to look in that market, don't look at one where you don't own the land.
Oh, yeah. There's
yeah,
no question. You
just-
have a hard time just keeping getting financing. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, it's personal property. It's not
Right.
even real property.
Right. Or do you want to buy an RV or do you want to buy a home?
Right.
That's
100%,
the difference.
100%.
And then the high rises, 654 high rise condos available on the market today. That's up a tick or two, about 3% up from what it was about 6 months ago.
So this is over and above the 1,100 condos you mentioned.
Correct. This is totally separate, the high rise condos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, so that is separate. But that number fluctuates a little bit from the high 500s to the mid 600s. So it's a little bit high for right now, but it's not totally out of line. Under contract, there's 3,188 homes currently under contract. This is up 16.8% from what it was 6 months ago.
Go ahead.
Spring buying
That's my
season
first question.
solely.
Is it because it's spring?
Yes.
What is it because?
Spring buying season, I think we're seeing a little more flexibility with sellers in some areas.
I tell you, I know why this is it, not just spring.
Why?
Because early March,
Yeah.
30 days ago,
Well,
rates were much
down.
lower.
Yeah.
And it spiked a lot of phone calls and a lot of action in the real estate market. And
Right.
we're just now getting the closings
Yeah,
of those.
well, you're
But
right.
We'll go into rates here in a minute, so. But
Yeah, under contract in the last 7 days is 618. So your
That's
reasoning
spring.
sounds about right.
Well, that's spring
Well, no,
right
but that number does equate to a little bit lower than what it would have been for the previous 3 weeks.
Right.
And rates have been up. So that makes sense. Number of homes sold in the last 30 days is 2,786. So that's actually closed escrow. While that's lower than the number under contract, that number is actually up quite a bit, about 10 to 15% from what it was 6 months ago.
Let me stop here. We've been saying this from the beginning of our podcast, and we've been saying this, when rates go down,
Right.
the market will
Goes up.
pick up
Yeah.
and get busier. That little window we had is living proof that the amount of closed sales from those contracts of rates in the fives changed everything. It was up significantly from when rates were in the 6, 7s, and almost 8. So again, as we know, it's common economics. We all know the lower the rates, the more affordability comes back and all of that. But guys, it's coming. I don't know what else to say to people. When rates are in that 5% range,
It's going to go crazy.
it's gonna go crazy, and you need to consider that
right.
now. If you're buying a home, you need to consider that because the competition will come back.
Right.
And right there, that statistic is 100% proof of that.
Yeah. So when you do the math, the number available versus the number sold, we basically have 3.8 months of inventory available.
It's not that bad, bro.
Statistically, that's a seller's market.
It is. But it's not as
Right.
bad as I would think is what I hear on the news and what I see on
Right.
these people's Instagrams
Right.
and Facebook, which I
Well-
can't watch anymore. But
Well, and what it is,
everybody makes it sound so bad. It's not.
Las Vegas was in an insane seller's market for so long where you had less, if your home was on the market for more than 2 weeks, you
What's
were
wrong?
questioning what was wrong.
What did my realtor do wrong?
Exactly.
Right.
So now we're in a more normal market where we're averaging close to 60 days on market. In some neighborhoods, it's even a little bit higher than that, depending on inventory. And as long as the seller's realistic and the home looks good, if you listen to our last podcast, I talked about this too. The home needs to look good, sell good, present well. It's going to sell pretty quick.
I've seen. I've had buyers go in. I get the contract, and I go, "You didn't ask for closing costs. You didn't ask for anything." They go, "Brandon, there was 3 offers on the property." So there are homes out there that have multiple offers, guys.
I've had twice in the last month, I've been out showing homes, literally had to wait in line.
There you go.
2 or 3 people ahead of us to look at the house.
When rates come down,
Yeah, and there was
this will happen.
one property my client wrote an offer on, and they had 8 offers on the property. So, and this wasn't pristine, brand new house. This was an older, I say older, but it was built around 2000, 2002, out in North Las Vegas, single story, small single story, about 1,200 square feet, in the high 300s.
That's why. Price
And
point.
Well, right. Yeah, it's what we call affordable. If you go back, listen to our last podcast, teach you all about it. But yeah, it's what's affordable, and it had 8 offers in the matter of 2 days.
There you go. Well,
So-
let me ask you, where do you think we're going? This is all
So-
opinion, 100% opinion.
As you mentioned, if rates go down, prices are going to go up. So I'm going to throw this back to you in just a second. It all depends on what our economy does, what's going on in the world. I mean, here we are in early April 2026. Got a little conflict
supposed to
going
change
on.
by now. It was supposed to
Right,
change
well,
by
yeah,
now, right?
Yeah, everybody was screaming it. Rates would be down, rates would be down. They're not. They've actually gone up. And I did a TikTok the other day on this, talking about if rates go down, prices are going to go up like crazy. We're going to see it turn into a full-blown buyer's market, or excuse me, a full-blown seller's market again, where it's going to be tough to get any incentives from a seller, and you're going to be paying over list price. So,
It's coming.
but if rates continue to go up or even stay where they're at, we could see prices remain flat, and even in some neighborhoods, prices might go down a tad.
Do you know our median price?
We're right at
top of your
about
head?
$475 currently.
Okay. I mean, so when we started this podcast over about a year ago,
Yeah.
We were at 480.
480, went up to 485 for a few months. But it's been in that same ballpark.
Well, guys, there's your crash, 1%.
Yeah.
So I'm being a smart aleck, but
Well-
1%. I mean, it hasn't come down much, and I don't think it will from here.
And I'll be devil's advocate here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it's come down a little bit is because the market has slowed a little bit, and there's not as many sales at that higher price point,
Yeah,
or they're not selling quite as fast.
that's possible. That's possible. That $2 million range or whatever it is,
Exactly.
those higher price
Yeah.
points. Well, well, I don't think that's bad news at all coming out of what we've come out of.
Right.
When it comes to the first quarter of this year was pretty brutal. The last quarter of last year was pretty brutal. I mean, just pretty brutal overall, and I think the numbers have still held pretty steady.
Yeah.
Rates. Let's talk
Where
about rates.
are we at on rates?
So, in our, guys, rates were at one point, I will say in February and even very early March, rates were in the fives. We
Right.
were locking in the fives, conventional loans. We were telling people 5.8s, 5.9s without massive buy downs. Government loans, they were, in the low fives, maybe mid fives. We were locking at 5.25.
Yeah.
At one point, I mean, we had some really good rates. Even 4.9s were out there with a little buy down, So that sparked a lot of interest. It sparked a lot of refinance interest in our market. But then the Iran conflict, quote unquote, war, whatever you want to call it, that boosted rates. And the reason it did that was, Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, which we've never in our world
talked
ever even
about.
heard about this strait until a month ago. But that strait is very important for the world economy, and with oil being inflated because of this, oil went to 110 a barrel, I think,
Yeah.
maybe even more at one point.
I think it was higher a couple days ago.
It might have been.
Yeah.
And when that happened, it created this sense of inflation. The Fed came out and spoke, hey, as long as oil's doing this, we're going to have inflation, because oil, it's not just gas prices, guys. It's the airfare ticket prices. It's the traveling. It's the things that are made of oil. Everything gets affected by oil. So that's why it's such a huge factor in inflation. So now the conflict, as of yesterday, they have a 2-week ceasefire with the promise that they're going to reopen the
Right.
Strait of Hormuz, right? So we have a 2-week window at minimum right
Right.
now, and we're seeing a rally in interest rates. We're seeing them come back down to where they were, starting to. It's not
It's
going to
only
just
been a
happen overnight.
couple days,
It's
so-
not even been.
Yeah.
It hasn't
By the
even
time
been,
you see
hasn't
this,
even
it
been
will have been
24
a week,
hours.
but
He
yeah.
announced it at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Right.
Yesterday. So, I mean, it hasn't even been a full day. But we've already got an eighth better on our national average in rates just in one day.
Okay.
So as long as oil keeps coming down, I think it went to $90 a barrel or so today. As long as that keeps coming down, rates will slowly come down. I don't see the Fed dropping rates at this current moment, but I think that's actually irrelevant. Them not raising or not dropping rates, I think, is actually very much so irrelevant as long as money's flowing into our bond market, which it will be now with the Strait open and people buying oil on the US dollar, which is absolutely crucial. Now, where do I see rates going? Okay, we're in April. We've talked about this before. In May, a new Fed chair comes.
Right.
If the ceasefire keeps up and we have peace and oil is being back to hopefully $70 a barrel range, $80 a barrel range, we see that with the new Fed chair and the employment numbers coming out the way they have over the last 9 months or so, we're going to see rates down. There's no questions, ifs, ands, buts in my mind. Rates are coming down.
Okay.
As long as there's no surprises. And when I say rates are coming down, I expect it by the end of summer to be well in the fives.
Gotcha.
I really expect them to be there. Again, the ceasefire has to keep up, but I don't see any other reason why rates won't be there. In fact, I actually think we're over-speculated where they're at today. So meaning, in English, we're overinflated. They should not be as high as they are.
Yeah.
With where the Fed rate is and where the economy is, they should not be as high. It's just everybody had fear with this
Gotcha.
war of inflation. As long as that fear's not there, we will see rates in the fives very soon.
So what I'm hearing from you, and let me see if I get this right, if you're thinking about buying and you've kind of been on the sidelines, start getting your stuff
Get
in
your
order.
shit together. I'm going to say it, Mike. Get it
Okay.
together.
Get it all in order, and by the time you have that done, you'll be ready to buy. Rates should be a little bit lower, and you're going to have your maximum purchasing power.
The second half of this year, especially the last 4 months of this year, I expect them to be great for
Okay.
our real estate world, for any buyer or seller. I expect us to, I'm not going to say hand over fist, everybody's buying homes, but we're going to get back to normal.
Normal,
I
okay.
want to see normal, and I think it's coming. For the first time in a very long time, I'm starting to see the stars align.
Okay.
And I do really wholeheartedly believe it is coming. And when I say get your crap together, I do mean that. It is time.
Sooner than
Get
later.
your stuff together now,
Yeah.
because take advantage of what you can take
Right.
advantage of. I really firm believer, I will bet a lot on this, that by December we're in a much different market.
Okay.
Much different market.
So with that said, there's people out there that maybe they need a little extra help down payment wise, stuff like that. I know you've got programs. I know there's a great program if you want to, and we've talked about it before on here, but it's still available. I think we're about 400 homes still have it available as far as a program for first responders, educators.
Workers
Stuff like that.
Advantage Program is
Workers
what it's
Advantage
called.
Program.
It is about, it is taking into consideration, it's Nevada Housing that offers the it's a state-driven
Okay.
program, state-driven program and written, and it is for, I don't want to say all essential workers, it is for essential workers. Now, our definition of COVID essential worker and their definition of essential worker are a little bit different. That's why I say it's not everybody.
Right.
Because technically real estate agents and loan officers were essential workers during
Right,
COVID.
but we don't qualify.
But we don't qualify. This is for your medical professionals, your first responders, your teachers. Who am I missing out of there?
I know some construction workers.
Construction, excuse me. A lot of construction. Not all construction.
Right.
But a lot of construction.
And when you say medical professionals, isn't it basically most people that work in a medical office?
If you're in the medical field, if you're a receptionist in a medical office, you qualify.
And the janitor at the school too, right?
You qualify for this
Basically,
program.
when the little blurb I saw on it that I think I got from you, basically if you work for Clark County School District, you qualify.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Now, what's so great about this program? We're talking about it, okay, we know who qualifies. You get up to $20,000 towards your purchase.
Yes.
So now why I hate down payment assistance, I shouldn't say I hate it, why it's the negative side of down payment assistance is you're stuck to the rates that they give you, which are generally higher than the
Right.
market rates, okay? Why I like this program is you can take your $20,000 that you get, buy down your interest rate on a permanent basis, apply it towards your down payment or apply it towards closing costs. So let's make a scenario here.
Yes.
Quick scenario. You got a $400,000 house. I don't know. I'm
You're
just going to
using the
throw that
exact
number out
example I
there.
was going to use too.
3% down
Right.
loan is $12,000.
Yeah.
Your closing cost $8,000. You need $20,000. So you essentially, without any help from the seller, you got a house, true zero out of pocket.
Right.
Okay.
You have to pay for your home inspection and your appraisal.
Well, which can be reimbursed.
You're right.
It can be reimbursed.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you're really essentially, after your earnest money comes back to you.
Yeah.
All that stuff, we won't get into semantics. Just,
Right.
you bought a house with zero out of pocket. You got no help from the seller. But let's say, what happens if you got $5,000 from the seller? Well, now, I have zero out of pocket and I got a rate buy down,
Right.
which is allowed on this program. So these essential workers, not only can you get the down payment assistance, but you can also take advantage of rate buy downs. So instead of being in the mid sixes, you could be in the mid fives
Right.
and still be zero out of pocket. I don't know what, excuse me. This program came out with 900 available blocks, reservations with it. So 900 buyers to use this program. We're still at 400. I don't know how this wasn't eaten up overnight.
Right. So if you or someone you know works in education, first responder, take advantage of this. It's not
Construction.
going to be around much longer. We're maybe 3 months, you think, at the most?
Yes. I don't think it'll last much past end of July, early August.
Okay.
I don't think we'll last much past there.
Okay.
No. Especially with the spring market coming
Yeah.
up and everything. So, and a lot of people now, it's mid-April.
There's no
tax
special
return money's coming.
qualification. I know a lot of Nevada housing programs require a class to take. This one doesn't, correct? Or does it?
I don't know the answer off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to say
Okay.
anything bad.
Okay.
But if there is a class, it's a online class that takes about 10,
Gotcha.
15 minutes.
Okay.
It's not
Nothing
tough.
crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So we have that. We just got a new doctor program, so here's another medical professional. So the doctors who can't take advantage of this program because maybe they make too much money,
Right.
or they're in a higher purchase price that's not allowed in that Worker Advantage program, you can do a doctor loan, which this has been a thing, but we have it now that I think it's an outstanding program.
Right.
You can go up to $1.5 million with zero down.
Wow. I could buy
Zero mortgage insurance.
I can buy a house for over $1 million and have zero down.
Zero down. Now, you're not a veteran, you're a doctor.
Right.
You can do zero down with zero mortgage insurance.
Awesome.
Amazing program. And if you have a bunch of student loans, don't worry about that, because a lot of them we don't take into your qualification
Okay.
in this program. I think it's an outstanding program where I think doctors need to take advantage of this, and they need to know what's out there. It is a huge benefit to doctors, and it is, I'm drawing a blank, but I think the people in their residency, is that the right term? Where they're almost a doctor,
first,
but they're
yes.
right there. Their first, run as a doctor. They can also take advantage of this program
Okay.
as well. Which that's the person that's really needs this program,
exactly.
because they have the student loan debt and all
Right.
of that, and they can get the affordable payment without the mortgage insurance.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Great
So,
program.
some really cool programs. One thing I want to ask you is, oh my gosh, excuse me, is what I see a lot is a lot of people want to sell to buy,
Right.
or whether they're moving here from out of state or they're here in town. How do you handle that contingency, Mike? That's in this market, because a lot of homes aren't selling very fast
Right.
or as fast as we want them.
Our current
How do you do
market,
it?
in our current market, it's easier to get a contingency home under contract and with that contingency of selling your other property. But I will tell you, the property you need to sell, it needs to at least be on the market.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten a couple calls on a couple of my listings over the last couple months, and they want to write an offer, but the current home's not on the market. Well, I can't convince my seller to take their home off the market when your homes that you need to sell isn't even on the market yet.
Right.
So that's definitely an issue. But as long as that home's on the market and it's priced right, if you are in that scenario where you do need to sell a property, expect that seller to want to see the evidence that your home is priced right. They're going to want to see comparable sales in your current neighborhood.
Are they allowed to ask for that?
In order to accept the contingency, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because they need to make an educated decision.
I don't blame them. I mean, if I was a listing agent telling my
Right.
seller, I would say the same thing,
Yeah.
but I didn't know you were, that's great, you're allowed to
No,
ask for that.
absolutely.
Hold everybody
It's-
accountable and know that your house is
Most
going up the market
definitely,
for a
most
good reason.
definitely, yeah. If you're in a situation where the home's already under contract, and that's almost a no-brainer
no-brainer, right,
currently. If it's a true push seller's market, it's going to be a little bit tougher. But if you've got a home under contract, that's really a no-brainer at this point, getting your offer accepted.
Because I see it a lot.
Yeah.
People have that equity, they want to roll over, but they're afraid to buy because their house, they
But
haven't
I
found the
will-
one they like, their house isn't on the market or whatnot.
Right, and I will say though, there's a little bit of give and take to get that contingency accepted. You might have to offer a little bit more than, so
And don't
instead
ask
of,
for the farm. Go.
right,
don't
instead
go
of
tell the-
asking for $15,000 off the price, you might have to settle for $5,000 or $7,000 off the price to
That's
get your
reasonable,
offer
though.
accepted. It
But
is.
That's pretty reasonable. I don't
is.
care who you are. I mean,
Right.
if your home isn't sold and you want somebody to take their house off the market for you to buy it with your home still not even sold, you can't also ask for an arm and a
No.
leg too. I mean, that's
Correct.
only one arm, not a leg too.
Correct. And me working for you as a buyer's agent, I'm going to do my best to get to where your contingencies don't start until once we're able to remove that contingency.
Okay.
So,
Well, speaking of
but
agents
most
and-
buyers are pretty flexible with that right now.
I would hope so. I would think.
Yeah.
Speaking of buying and agents and listing, I think you have a listing you wanted to show up today.
Yes.
Showcase a listing.
Yeah, if we could bring up those photos. This is a great little house. This is the community pool. This is right over off of Windmill and Jones here in southwest Las Vegas.
Hot area, right?
Yes, 8150 Misty Sage Street is the property. If we could go to the next photo. Here we have the interior. This is a cute little house. It's 1,311 square feet. It's only a 2-bedroom home, 2.5 bath, but very clean. It's a vacant property. Clean appliances. It's really ready to go. Nice little open floor plan on the first floor. If we could go to the next photo.
It's got a loft.
And yeah, it does have a loft area.
Well, that helps with being a 2-bedroom. That loft definitely helps.
Right, yeah, and you can see there's a nice laundry room up there, and that's upstairs for the laundry, so you're not hiking your laundry up and down stairs.
I don't know why all houses don't do that.
I wish they would. Go to the next photo. Primary bath.
Double sink.
With the shower enclosure, tub and shower enclosure, double sink, which that's important for so many buyers. And if we could go to the next photo here, cute little yard, covered patio. And this home is listed at $350,000.
Very affordable.
It's a great property. So very affordable, community pool. The HOA is a little bit on the higher side. It is a gated community. The HOA is $145 a month.
I don't know if that's that high for having a pool with the gate
Right.
and all of that. I mean, you do get the amenities. At least you have a pool and stuff you can use.
Well, right, you have the pool, there's a little clubhouse, and it is gated.
I see those $100 higher in some cases.
And yet many times, and yeah.
And it's a single family.
Correct, single-family home, brand-new carpet, so we are holding an open house this weekend, and once again, 8150 Misty Sage Street.
First-time buyers taking advantage of any program. This is one, I'm sorry, I interrupted the address.
No, you're good.
But this is one great home to start out, a starter home for the price point and what you get.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you're an investor on the other side, this is a great rental property with having the pool and the gate. It's safe,
There are
secure.
rental restrictions.
All right, well, I'm going to stop talking
no
about
rentals.
that then. I apologize. I did not know that, but for
Yeah.
your first-time home buyer, that is a
Perfect
outstanding
first-time home buyer.
property.
If you're a teacher looking to buy a home, use that Worker Advantage program. Come get this house. That will totally take care of your down payment, your closing costs.
And rate buy down.
And a little bit of a rate buy down. You're walking into the house with no money out of your
It
pocket.
would cost you more to go rent somewhere, put a
Absolutely.
deposit down, put your first and last
Yes.
month's rent, cleaning fees, everything, than it would to buy this home under that program.
And first-time home buyers, I get this question literally every day. They always are concerned when their payment's going to be due. This is April. If you close on a house here in April, your payment's not going to be due till June 1st. You have no May payment.
Mortgages are paid in arrears.
Yes,
People don't know that. So when you pay rent on the first of the month, let's say for the 1st of April, you're paying to live there for the month of April. People don't realize when they pay their mortgage for the April 1st, they're actually paying for the month of March.
right,
So when you buy in April, you don't pay for the month of May
right.
until June 1st. So it's always the following first of the next following month that your mortgage payment will be due.
Yeah.
Close in April, you're due in June. You close in June, you're due in August,
Right.
anytime. So it's always paid in arrears.
And nobody should ever be in a hard spot to make their payment. But if you do, when you're renting, typically you have a late fee on the 5th of the month. When you're in a home, you don't have a
15th.
late fee till the 15th.
You could pay your mortgage on the
So-
15th of every single month and never be late.
Yeah.
So,
No report to your credit, anything like that. So,
right, oh, that's not even 30 days.
yeah, that's
just
actually
15
30 days. You have the
right.
late fee, but
Right.
yeah, you can still avoid reporting to your credit.
Well, great price point, great community, nice house, Mike.
It is a great home.
Again, to summarize, guys, I really think we're coming into a good market. I am not a genius. Our crystal balls are broken, but they're a little less cloudy than they were about 6 months ago. I do believe in the next 6 months, we're going to see a much different market. So please, in my opinion, get your stuff together. If you have any interest in buying, start now. Get your process going now, so that way you are ready to pick up when it's time. So
Sounds good. Let's go.
ask questions, guys.
Like, subscribe, thumbs up, helps our channel.
Please.
We're trying to grow it, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate everybody. Have a good day. So.
Well,